I tried it. The pilot ED stuff.
Did you?
Yeah, because I thought I was having boner issues, but it turned out I just was rooting ugly chicks. And
Pilot.
Well, you were trying to at least.
I just tried it. But then, it turns out I didn't need it.
You just found a hotter woman. The first time you're complimenting Nikki on the podcast.
What?
Nikki, in fact, cured my erectile dysfunction.
I think I've told you that story about the first time I met Nikki. I took a boner pill the first time I met her because she was giving me a lift back, and I thought now I was like a ticking time bomb. Now I have to make a move because
You wanted to put yourself on the clock.
Yeah, I
like
thought
the bus in Speed.
I swallowed the boner
My
pill.
erection goes any slower. 60 kilometers an hour. I'm going to bust all over my jeans.
Yeah, I took it and I was like, okay, now you got to make a move. Because, time's against you, Hamilton.
My mate has a story of that. When he was maybe like 20, going out clubbing with a mate, and they were both there with the express interest of pulling. And it was not going well, and he'd kind of resigned himself that it wasn't going to happen, and his mate comes up to him and he puts a pill in his mouth and he swallows it, and he's like, what did I just take? He's like, Viagra.
Good luck. That is funny.
Yeah, it's like, it's not only to get your dick out, but also to harden the mind, you know?
Harden the mind?
Harden the mind.
To be like, Hamilton, you got to close, you know? You've got this.
ABC,
And,
always be closing.
Dude, that Alpha Bro podcast finally paying off. It's not just important to have a hard cock. You got to have a hard mind.
Yeah, Glenn Glary, Glenn Cloak.
Now,
Cock. Cut it out.
Start again. Tom, have a mulligan.
Yeah.
You're a golfer, aren't you?
I am a golfer.
unfortunately, on the way back, she gave another comic a lift back. And so there was no scope for me to try and get her into the hotel room.
He's just sitting there with an enormous erection. What did you just take?
I'll sit in the back. You're sure you're tall? I'll sit in the back.
Yeah.
So I went home alone and had one hell of a wank.
Pilot.
One hell of a wank. Oh boy. It was a wank for the ages.
Real hard one. So
wait, you were in the car with Nikki, other comedian, boner pill taken.
And at this point, had anything happened between you and Nikki?
no.
Supreme confidence. This is. She'd been nice to me.
We'd hung out for an hour.
This is like
Shannon?
every Clementine Ford listener's validation for everything they think about men. I offered him a lift home, so I took a Viagra, assuming I'd need to. Didn't want to be impolite.
Yeah, I took a Viagra because she gave me a drink. She was working there.
She offered me a ride. I wanted her to have one.
And now I know the full story. Nikki actually gave this guy a lift home to create an obstacle because to stop her from hooking up with me as well.
Why didn't she want to hook up with you? Did she
Because-
hear that your dick was going to be especially hard? Probably brain check this one.
No, she didn't think it was appropriate to hook up with other comics.
Ah.
And then someone else got in a reading the next night and was like, well, who gives a fuck? He's from Sydney. Like, you're not going to see him anyway.
And here we are now. What, a year on? More than a year.
No, we hooked up around the 20th of September. Oh, yeah, fuck, it's like 2 days away from a year.
There we go.
And we're only a couple of weeks away from a year of this podcast. Do you think that's what sealed the deal? When she found out you had a podcast, she was like,
it's clear it's not going to be anything serious. He's got a podcast in Sydney. He's not going to move.
His podcast is sponsored by some dick pill company or something. Who takes those in my car on the way home?
I don't think that impressed her. No.
Did you tell her about the dick pill? Subsequent, were you like, I was ready to go.
I did tell her later, yeah.
I was tooled up.
Yeah.
Can that be the expression from now on?
Tooled up?
Yeah, I'm tooled up.
Tooled up.
Popped a boner pill, I'm tooled up. Whenever you want to go over the top, I'm ready.
It kind of encroaches on flogged up a little bit, I think.
Oh, that is true. Is a flog a tool? Kind of.
A what?
Could you call is a whip like as a noun? You mean like is a whip a flog?
That guy's such a tool. That guy's such a flog.
Oh yeah,
that works.
Yeah, it does work.
It does work. Do we find a flogonym?
Flogging him. I love flogging him. That's good.
Did we find one? Did we happen upon one?
I love the idea because so I'm working for Pilot both in front of this camera and behind it.
That's true.
And so I've been trying to come up with advertising campaign ideas, and I hadn't even touched until Hammer brought it up. Hey, have you ever had trouble having sex with ugly chicks? Pilot might be able to help.
It's a whole nother market.
Do you root, but only people you're not attracted to? Pilot.
I have been on dates with girls who catfished me, or they just didn't represent themselves accurately, and then I have thought they were so lovely, right? And I felt like even though there was no physical attraction, I felt like they deserved a root.
They deserve to
They
root.
deserve it. They've earned
Well,
it.
just because like good chat throughout dinner?
Great hang, very funny, and you're like, everything here is we're ticking boxes except for the fact that I find you repulsive. And
I mean,
so-
you're just currently describing the way that every comedian gets laid. You know, good chat and a bit of pity.
No, it's very magnanimous of you, Hammer.
I didn't want to hurt their feelings, so I would shag them. And yeah, like in my youth, could still perform. But as I got older, I've found that sometimes Pilot would have come in handy.
Yeah, you found attraction to be a necessary ingredient.
When you're younger, absolutely not.
Now, when you're young, you're like, you don't know, this could be your last one. I need this.
I was never
Come on, what about the boys? You got to tell the boys need a story.
I was never particularly attracted to my couch, but it was there.
I love that you're thinking about telling your boys a story and getting hard. The boys need a story. Come on, Emma. Come on. Get it up. Get it going.
This one's for the fellas.
But one of the ideas I'm working on for Pilot at the moment, which I think is very funny, is trying to make a list of all the different fictional characters that have had erectile dysfunction. And I'll tell you, that takes you to a weird place of the internet when you're trying to research that.
Who have you come up with so far?
Well, I just remember specifically, there's a scene in Friends. You guys Friends, guys? You know Seinfeld.
I mean, I'm mostly Seinfeld, but also Friends.
There's a scene where Ross and Rachel are having a big argument, and Ross storms out of the room, and Rachel says, "And by the way, it doesn't happen to a lot of guys, and it is a big deal."
I do remember
And
that.
Chandler goes, "I knew it," and I'm like, "All right, there's two."
That's two.
And
What about Joey? Joey gets it up?
I think Joey gets it up. I think he's fine.
Good on him.
George Costanza, I believe, has some problems.
Well, that episode where he has the mango, he eats the mango,
And what happens?
he gets it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's actually found, a naturopath who's recommended the mango instead of Pilot.
Yeah,
The fucking pseudoscience. This is the power of citrus.
Fucking
I think
big.
that's literally the line. Power of citrus.
Mango isn't citrus.
There's a scene in the there's a TV series called Outlander.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that one? And
Wait, sorry, Hamo, tiebreaker here. Is a mango citrus?
maybe.
I reckon inedible skin.
Mangoes
citrus.
superficially resemble citrus fruits, but are not the one.
Okay.
Weird phrasing. Weird phrasing. But sure. I mean, it's mango facts.
You know that reality
So it
show,
looks-
Are You the
so
One?
it's like-
It's a mango.
Unfortunately not.
So it looks citrusy, but it's not. Is what we're saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was citrusy.
Mangoes belong to the Anacardiaceae. Actually, can I get your arm to help translate this? Family. This is what differentiates mangoes from citrus fruits.
There you go.
Citrus fruits are Rutaceae.
This is painful to hear.
Yeah. It feels like I'm stumbling over Maori last names.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a rugby league commentator.
Yeah. Like when the New Zealand Warriors first entered the comp. It's like, Fayalaongo Suali.
We're going to skip to 6. Stacey Jones. There we go. Could say that one.
He was number 7.
He was number 7.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Fucking unbelievable.
That's impressive. You know that. I don't.
Dude, 2001 Roosters Grand Final?
Great halfback.
2002.
Yeah. I was there.
Over under, Hamo trivia knowledge. Can he name 5 citrus fruits?
I'm taking the under.
You don't think so?
I'm thinking 4.
I reckon you can do it, Hamo. Off you go.
Lemon, lime, orange.
Yep.
Great start. Is there a time limit on this? Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty fucking boring pod.
Mandarin.
I reckon. Yeah. 4. One more.
What's another one?
What's another citrus?
I mean, mandarin isn't on the list.
Is it
that
not?
I've seen. Clementine is.
Oh, but aren't they the same?
Lemon sign. Fuck, I can't think of a
Oh, fuck.
3,
Kiwi
2.
fruit.
No.
Oh,
Grapefruit.
yeah, that is one.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Sorry.
Dan's up 1-0 in Hammer trivia
Let you
knowledge.
down.
Fucking love that.
Let you down on my fruit.
Yeah. Blood orange as well. Sneaky
Oh, yeah.
one.
That is a
Okay.
sneaky
Orange, blood orange. Why not?
one. It's like when you're naming American states. West Virginia.
Yeah.
So Outlander, this TV show that I watch, it's also apparently a book. And there's a scene in like maybe the second or third season where the bad guy, whose name I've forgotten, tries to rape a chick, but he's a big gay boy, and so he couldn't get it up.
That is actually the direct quote from the IMDb synopsis.
That's the character's name, Big Gay Boy?
Big gay boy.
He's
Struggles to rape a chick? Question mark.
but he couldn't get it up because he's gay, but he was trying to like rape her for the power play. But anyway, maybe that's something you could look into for pilot.
That's a new rule in T20 for the power play.
The umpire's doing this one. Can't get it up. For anyone listening, spinning the arm around, which is a cricket gesture.
Yeah. That's 3 in the circle.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's gross.
So you're working on pilot where we're doing the pod, and then in your business life as well. That's a lot of time thinking about hardcore.
Oh yeah, it's actually a step back from my usual life, to be honest. I was doing a lot off the clock, but
Mixing business and pleasure.
I just like the idea that Tom's in every meeting just pitching our previous ads. What if people struggle to get hard around the Greeks? Have we thought about this as an angle?
what if Hamo's gay? We don't know who Hamo is.
Oh, that joke guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Wait, did we talk about that after your Newcastle show?
We haven't talked about
Oh, yeah, we went to Hungry Jack's. Hamo, I can't believe I'm saying this. I was like, do you want anything to eat? Hamo's like, oh, maybe. And I was like, oh, there's Hungry Jack's. And he's like, if you want to. And I was like, all right, let's go. And he's like, oh, you've twisted my arm. But we went in there and we walk in and this woman starts having like a conniption. She's like freaking out. And I'm like, I'm wearing a tracksuit. I'm like, maybe
What is a conniption? You mean
just like freaking out.
okay?
Just like a conniption's just
She's like,
kind of.
oh my god.
Yeah. Is that not a conniption?
I don't know. I genuinely didn't know.
No. I was like,
Good
I
word.
think so. Thank you. Spell it.
Oh,
Hamo trivia knowledge. I'm over here. I reckon Hamo's
Oh,
gonna
man.
redeem himself.
There's no way he's getting conniption. I don't even know what it starts with. Could go anywhere.
I think it's a C.
I think it's actually easier than it sounds. Go ahead. I've got my idea.
I've found it. How are you going?
Conniption. Man, that's so fucking hard.
Do we have to pay like homage to like Guy Montgomery since we're asking a comedian to spell something?
I guess.
Does the spelling bee get a result?
Is Hamo
Love
a-
Guy Montgomery, by the way.
Yeah.
Good show. Watch it.
CANIP.
Nah,
Knip.
you're out.
Why? Knip.
CONNIPTION.
Oh, we never got that in a million years.
Conniption.
Double N.
Double N.
Double N.
Yeah.
No.
As an ex-convict, I thought you'd know all the con letters, but
Yeah.
there you go.
Sorry, guys, let you down.
Conniption was the sequel to Con Air.
No, it's actually the thing you do after you do confit. You do conniption, where you just bash cunts. Because apparently it's a bit of rage with hysterics as opposed to just genuine hysterics. So
Okay.
slightly misused by me there. But
Sure.
yeah, lady very excited. Starts pointing at us as we walk in. I'm wearing like the full tracksuit, so I'm like, maybe she's just confused. Like, people think Borat's there or whatever. But then she just points at Hammer and goes, "You're the joke guy.
Joke guy.
Joke guy. You're the joke guy." And she's like, "Oh, he's the joke guy." And then Hammer's like, "Yes, I'm the joke guy."
That's true.
And so when I ordered food, I put my name in as Jokes G.
First name and last name initial.
Yeah,
was
and
supposed
I've
to be
been to
Jokes
Hungry
Guy.
Jack's before. Thank you.
Which it was supposed to be Jokes Guy.
Jokes guy.
You thought it was Jokes Gay.
Jokes gay was the group chat joke.
That's true. You got him.
But so
Jack,
you put
hungry
that
for cock.
in. It was my understanding that someone else put that in for you, called you the jokes guy. No, you put it in yourself.
I put it by myself because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, okay. It's like when you're playing bowling and how funny am I going to try and be with my name?
Yeah.
Up on the thing.
Yeah, they kind of liked it, I guess.
They kind of liked it. Did they have to take a drink?
Fucking Jokes Guy.
Yeah.
Man,
the
you got us
bowling
all.
thing is actually great though, because I remember like we put my friend's little brother in as just like, it was just like another name. Like it wasn't like a funny name, it was just someone else's name. And then he's like, "Oh, that's wrong." And we're like, "Shut up, John."
Yeah, that's good.
And then just the whole time, and he's like, "Ah, fuck."
Like that.
That's the good old days of male on male bullying.
I mean, pin dick still works, but like...
Pin dick
for
still
bowling.
works.
10 pin dick?
Pin dick still works could be a good pilot campaign now that you say it.
Thread a needle with pilot.
Pin Pin dick still works.
It's always on the pilot.
Pin dick, make a tap out with pilot.
I remember that. You remember that at school? That joke. Why did Dan Muggleton have his pants down at the ATM? It said enter pin.
Oh, hey, hello. We never had that.
Well,
Pinner. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, high school joke. I remember this. This was Christian me in year 8. He said this to me. He said, Daniel, have you ever had a vagina stretched around your head? And I was like, no. And he's like, haha, butt baby. And then he walked away.
oh god,
Red
Christian
hot.
me.
Christian me? That was his name?
That was his name.
It's not a very good name.
Not a very good name. It's a great name for a religious dating app, I reckon.
Oh, no, that's a religious masturbation app.
Christian me.
I'm not beating anybody. I'm focusing on me.
Oh, that's good.
That's fun. All right, I got a thing. I got a thing for you. Mm-hmm. Wait, are you going to address the jeans? What's going on?
Oh yeah. So the other part of Pilot, there's 3 products.
Can we set this up for just like you asked Hamo to bring you a pair of
He
jeans?
asked me what size jeans I wear, and then I told him. And I told him the wrong size.
Hammer thought he was 44, which is
44.
enormous.
That's massive. That's
Yeah.
44 inches. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, it's inches.
I thought it was like factoring in erection in the pants, stretching them out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right.
Did that joke land the way you thought it would?
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I got large jeans because I've got a big cock that is hard all the time.
Mr. Hamilton, I'm trying to measure you. Yeah. Factor it in. Factor it in.
Factor it.
Hey, Nikki, could you pull over? I need to change jeans.
Pitching the old denim tent.
So anyway, I was wrong. It wasn't 44. It was
You're
36.
36, and the reason is Pilot has 3 products: erectile dysfunction, hair loss, and weight loss.
Weight loss.
And I need to take a photo for a meme that I'm making of me wearing a pair of jeans way too big for me. And I'm like, who's the fattest friend I have?
That is brutal.
It's not true.
Did you know about this? This is rough.
But also, he doesn't. He's obviously fattest. He's not going around and trying to make fatter friends. If I'm the fattest friend you have, then you're not trying hard enough.
To have fat friends? Yeah. That meme is...
That reflects poorly on you, dude. Find some fatter friends.
You should go check out like some elevators, the bottom of hills,
I should have asked you guys at Hungry Jack's to put me in touch with somebody.
the Rascal Scooter store. Where do you find the fats?
I remember in America going to Walmart and they would have Rascal scooters there just for public use for fat people there who wanted to scoot their way around the store.
Well, it's a big store.
Yeah.
And you want the fatties to hit every aisle.
They're big people.
Yeah, but a lot of them come there on their own rascal scooters anyway.
Yeah, but this is like just in case you get out of the car and you're like,
Just in case the battery runs out. Yeah.
I wanted to browse. Well, I better rent the old Rascal.
No, I saw some
Like we use a
people...
tuk-tuk in fucking Thailand.
I saw some people like do the tag out at the entrance of Walmart, like a big fat lady step out of the Rascal and another guy step in.
Oh, you know that seat would be boiling.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Just the sheer heat in that pleather. Oof. Powerful stuff. Dude, when I was at Walmart in America, I've never seen anyone get that many bags, like plastic bags. Like they've got like that tree thing and they spin it.
What's the tree thing? Oh yeah.
It's like at the checkout. It's just like, basically like a Christmas tree for like bags to be hung on it. And the guy's like, double bag that one, single bag that one. Like, I reckon this guy had 25 bags.
Wait, so you talking about like for the people who are bagging the groceries, it's
Yeah.
like it's already stretched out so they can put it in.
No. But then like this guy's just like saying that he wants double for that thing. And the lady's
Right.
like asking him. I'm just like, that guy, I reckon this dude in front of me in Walmart used more plastic bags than I would use in like a year.
They paying
Like
for
one shopping trip.
They paying for plastic bags?
Fuck no,
in the
it's
US?
America. Freedom.
Oh really? Okay.
Is this a fatty just buying a whole bunch of food? Is that what's going
No,
on
this
here?
is just this whole shop, but just everything was a plastic bag. Like, don't you feel like Australia's basically phased out the plastic bag? Like, fast food, sure, but at like the supermarket or like Kmart or Target, like you're very rarely just getting 10 plastic bags and rolling out. I haven't seen that in years.
No, the paper bag has replaced it. At your Coles now, paper bag's your entry level bag,
Yes, that's true.
and then you can get like the kind of heavy duty one for a buck, I believe.
And every time I'll fill a paper bag up with groceries, I'll be walking with it, and I'm like, this is not going to be able to hold all this.
You don't trust it.
I don't trust the bag.
And has it ever fallen through?
It hasn't, but that's because a lot of time I'll carry it at the base.
Yeah, okay.
Just because I'm like, I don't trust it.
Yeah.
When do you think the drug dealing industry will adopt the plastic bag? Oh, sorry, the paper bag.
That's so funny. Someone's trying to buy a bag. Okay, they're like, so do you want a bag with that? That's 10 cents extra. I'm sorry.
In the UK,
By law, I have to.
In the UK, I often bought them in a little like foldy paper little envelope.
Oh, yeah.
They did have plastic bags.
Can you imagine? It's got like tiny little writing on the baggie being like, I'm not rubbish, recycle me.
Address to your nostrils.
Yeah, they did have these tiny little like cute little cardboard envelope things that they would fold up the cocaine into.
Yeah, right.
Bizarre. With a little wax seal because it's the UK.
The dealer like licking the top of the envelope.
It's got a stamp on it.
Doing the gums. And then
Sorry, can you lick the stamp for me? I've got no saliva. I am high on my own supply.
that's interesting. I wonder whether if you could do environmentally sustainable saddies for drugs, whether that would take off for you.
Well, I think it was also ethically sourced cocaine from the Rainforest Alliance or something like that. And,
Single origin. It's a single O.
No palm oil was used in the making of this cocaine.
This is actually run by a cartel. It's run by the CIA. It's the good stuff. You know, like we don't. It's what is it? Blood. Oh, what's the diamond?
Blood diamond?
No, the other one. Opposite. Conflict.
Oh, lab diamond? Oh, conflict free.
Conflict free.
Yeah.
Conflict free cocaine. CFC.
Conflict free cocaine.
Because I mean, I have had friends, you know, in amongst middle class morality circles who are like, I will do drugs apart from cocaine because the human cost of cocaine is so much worse than every other drug.
I've never even thought of that. That's so funny.
Dude, multiple people.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, but you could just sell it. You could just tell those people that this cocaine is more expensive because it was ethically sourced. No one was harmed.
That's so
and
good.
someone would pay for that. Somebody
That's why Australian coke costs more.
Yeah.
You don't understand. The Australian cocaine, it uses the terroir of the Northern Territory in Queensland.
all these guys, they're really good friends with the Colombians. Everyone works together. No one gets hurt. They catch up every Christmas.
You know that thing in Barrie where like the Albanians and the Colombians, like NoHo Hank, they're all hanging out? It's that.
Yeah.
This is where the cocaine comes from. HBO.
Yeah. Every bag of coke ends up with 3 books donated to a local library.
For every bag of cocaine you buy, we give 1 bag of cocaine to a Colombian child that they can then sell for school books. This is a sustainable system. And like they have those fucking bullshit names, like all the glasses companies, like Oscar Wilde, Bailey Nelson. It's like Pablo Oscar or something. I was trying to think of I was trying to think of a fake Colombian name, and I was like Pablo Escobar. Wait,
No, that's a real one.
that's a real one. I don't know 2 Colombian first names. No, it's like surely I know some footballers or some shit.
James Rodriguez, is that the guy?
James Rodriguez.
He was the Real Madrid player, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah. He was Colombia.
Anyone else want to name a Colombian, or should we move on?
I was thinking that guy Santa Cruz, but that's he was Chilean. Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Is that the end of the gene thing, by the way?
That's the end of the gene thing.
You just needed a big person's pair of jeans.
I need a big pair of jeans.
I'm seeing Hamo later.
I'll be honest, I don't actually think they're going to be big enough. I need them to be comically big, so I might have to go to Target and buy some enormous jeans.
Oh, well, we can just brainstorm fat people that we don't.
Yeah. Any girls you couldn't get up with, Hamo? You want to put me in touch with?
Brainstorm fat people. Just like the center of the thing, Jared from Subway, then cross that out because you're like, oh, that's what he did. And then he finds another one.
What? Is what he did lose all that weight?
No, he's a pedophile.
Oh, fuck. Imagine if I did. Wait, what? Jared from Subway.
My boy Jared.
I don't even ever want to eat these cookies anymore.
Just see Tom go to his bag, throw out a sub. Can't believe you do me like that.
There's a guy that follows me that was on The Biggest Loser. Maybe he's got some genes from like the before shot.
Do you reckon they could ever bring back The Biggest Loser?
Isn't it still going?
I don't think so. I think it got
I thought it was still going.
canned.
What? You think it's like ethically they got rid of The Biggest Loser?
I think
I thought it was the catering budget.
So as
TV's just not making as much anymore. We can't afford to feed these fatties. But I think it was still going.
No, like as per, I don't know, I could be wrong, but as per what I was talking about before, looking up fictional characters who have had erectile dysfunction problems, I came up with a lot of articles of like reasons Friends is problematic. The 10 times The Simpsons wasn't whatever, and I reckon The Biggest Loser is too problematic for 2024.
But like the show is helping them lose weight.
Yeah, but I think there's an implication that like fat people need to be different. I think it's what people would say.
Oh, you think that's gone now? Where it's like being fat actually isn't unhealthy.
Yeah,
it's
I think it's
that some hearts want to stop earlier. Yeah, chill.
I don't know about that. I used to love watching the show.
The Biggest Loser.
It was so good.
I cried in the finale.
I just have never watched any of these things ever.
No
I
reality
find
TV?
it baffling.
I think it was like season 2 or 3. My mum came in and I was at home watching the Biggest Loser finale and I was crying. And my mum goes, "Are you crying watching The Biggest Loser?" To be like, "Mum, it's been an emotional journey.
And your mum's
He's changed his life."
Looks like The Biggest Loser was here all along.
Yeah.
But I got,
Damn it.
I got swept.
I was sitting on that.
Oh, yeah.
Like roasted by Ronnie.
Who's wrong?
I got swept up. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I got swept up in it. I used to enjoy those shows, and Commando, being the badass.
I don't know any of those.
Just Commando, he was like one of the trainers. You know?
Oh, okay. Were you watching the American one or the Australian one?
Yeah.
Come on, man, he's Australian. He like,
It was the trainer who never wore underwear.
he
That
like,
guy.
he like left his wife to root Michelle Bridges or something like that. Yeah, I think that that was a big scandal of Biggest Loser.
My
A big scandal in 2008. Let's cover it.
it was a big scandal, but relative to the participants, it just looked like a regular scandal.
Much like the show itself, the scandal lost weight over time. When it first came out, like, fuck, that's a big scandal. Whereas now you're like, that's a regular sized scandal. Get that scandal on the scales.
And then a year later, like, you hear that scandal's big again now. It couldn't keep it off.
Scandal lost all their self-esteem after the show, started eating again.
The other classic one, actually, no, I want to say my favorite part of The Biggest Loser was at the first episode, they would put out a big trestle table and they'd fill it with everything that those people had eaten over the last week.
Yeah.
And I just remember this one guy, like, on his way into the house, picking up a donut off the table and eating it on his way in.
What a champ.
I always love the bits where they have like the night vision of like one of the fatties like having snacking at night.
Like a possum in a bin. Just the eyes like really green and weird. And just like,
Just the night vision. This silhouette, you know, at a fridge
that's
door.
so fucked. I don't know if they did that. I'm like, that's so crook.
And a fridge door opening in the dark.
Oh, ashamed of your habits, are you, fatty? Gotcha, busted, nanny cam.
Just like leaving a trail of marshmallows into the kitchen.
Just like catch him in a mousetrap. Dude, yeah, that's crook. I didn't know that they like had a fucking night vision cam.
Yeah.
Man, we've been throwing around the word fatties a lot in this episode. I don't know if it reflects well.
Well, you started it, dude.
I was talking about you. You're here.
I mean, it's literally people who went on the TV show The Biggest Loser.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's probably in their contract. We're going to call you fat a lot.
A lot.
For a bit. Unless you fuck it up.
Yeah.
Did they have like fat families at the end or something? It was like two of them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? They didn't.
Yeah. They had the groups thing. You got to always. They're just like, well, these formats. They do it for a few years, and they're like, we need something else, just a little to zest it up. Like
Yeah,
when they,
Survivor.
the Bachelor. They're like, we're gonna just add more dudes.
Yeah.
3 Bachelors.
Yeah.
Ah, is that what, I just never, yeah.
There was a show on MTV. I don't know if I've talked about this one before. There's a couple. There's a Shot at Love with Tila Tequila, which was like the trashiest version of The Bachelorette.
Is Tila Tequila a porn star?
She had been in pornos. I've seen them. They were pretty good.
It's like the rules analyst in NFL. Have seen him, pretty good.
I reckon if you look up Tila Tequila's Wikipedia, adult actress would be like the third thing.
What are the other two things?
I would say like entertainer, influencer.
Okay. Because
You know?
she's just one of those names, and I'm like, I've seen this. I don't know if I've jerked it off to this, but I feel I could.
You definitely could
I definitely could.
if you believe in
she was
yourself.
Back in the day.
I'm not even. Oh, this is what it says on Reddit. Better known by her stage name, is an American model, singer, television, and social media personality.
Okay.
Doesn't even mention it.
Do they do adult actress on Wikipedia? Like, if you go Lana Rhodes, is that just like porn star?
Must be, right? Oh, wait, well, you think... wait, you're talking about
Adult film star?
how they would
Social
actually...
media? Because surely they like kind of edit their own Wikipedia a little bit once they get out of the industry to be like, no, I've actually just got a podcast that's really successful and it's because my banter's really good.
Sasha Grey is like Entourage cast. Entourage cast.
Yeah, independent film actress Sasha Grey.
Lana Rhodes is an American internet personality, podcaster, and former pornographic film actress.
Fucking crushed
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Feeling so good about that.
Former.
Do you guys never masturbate to people's life details? Sometimes I've had enough of double anal. I want to check in on some footnotes.
When do you get enough of double anal? When was
Pretty
the
early
turning
in, to be
point?
honest.
Usually around the second one.
You ever had a morning wank when a porn star dies and you mourn them by wanking their porn?
Okay, M-O-U-R-N.
M-O-U-R.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
morning wood.
Morning wood.
Morning wood.
It's always, whenever you see the comments of like when a porn star passed away, it's all the comments like, I'm going to knock one out for her today, R.I.P.
Is that respectful or the opposite? I really don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That one, you could go either way on it.
Because it's like when David Bowie died, I listened to a lot of David Bowie. There
you go.
So,
While masturbating? Starman! Zing! I think if you come to David Bowie, it makes a zing sound for some reason. I don't know why.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah, Tom comes whenever he hears his own name.
I try to time it with the countdown. 10, 9, 8, hold. This is Major
I think it's respectful to celebrate their work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like a movie marathon.
Because look, adult entertainers are trying to make you come, right? That's it.
That's the job.
That's the goal.
Are they trying to make you come or are they trying to make a living? You know?
Well, I'm just saying, as performers, let's just say you got into it for the love of the game.
Yep.
Like, in the same way that
cock.
comedians, Hammer's just whispering, the game is the cock.
Yeah.
So they got into it for that. Like, as comedians, we try to make people laugh. Mm-hmm. They're trying to make people come. If I died and people watched my videos and laughed, I would be happy. So,
Would you be happy if you died in a funny way?
What's a funny way to die?
I don't know, like a giant mustache falls on you.
No, like a really big one.
Like huge, like life-threatening.
Like an avalanche but moustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if people laughed at that, I think that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Going out, making people laugh.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It is, but it isn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd hate it. Would they hate it? Maybe if they're still in the industry versus if they quit the industry.
If they quit the industry and they're trying to be known for something else.
Yeah, if Lana Rhodes dies, you got to listen to a podcast
Yeah.
while masturbating.
Yeah.
Keep that going. That's the thread.
I got to watch Entourage again, Beat. I don't know if you heard about Sasha Grey. It is one of the worst seasons, but she's in it a lot.
Yeah, and one of the sieges is pretty naked. And by that I mean most of them.
In all of the scenes.
Yeah, but she got into that via an independent film.
Because she's in one of the Soderbergh films, I think. And
Yeah.
that's like her storyline in Entourage is she's now breaking into acting. She was in a Soderbergh film.
Yeah, it was like a Sundancey film, right?
Yeah, but it was still
proper
about
indie-
it was about an escort, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Don't know the name of it. Hammer?
Girlfriend Experience.
Girlfriend Experience.
Yeah.
Good get. All right. I guess Tom and I both have a point. Sucked in, Hammer. Sitting on 0, brother.
-2 if you count the spelling and the citrus fruits.
All right, I'm bombing today.
Yeah.
I still maintain bringing in a flog cabin leaderboard isn't the worst idea.
I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah, we'll tell the floggers about it at some point in the future. But yeah, we think this podcast is not competitive enough.
So back to trashy reality television.
Please.
Shot at Love with Tila Tequila was the first season. Then there was a second season, which was called A Double Shot at Love. And that was featuring these two identical twins who were bisexual, and 10 men and 10 women all vying for their love and affection.
Yeah, that's right. I do recall this.
So, is it the 10 men and the 10 women trying to claim the twins as a pair, or do the twins have agency?
No, the twins have agency.
Okay.
They're both looking for love.
Okay.
But wait,
ideally
they're
with
all
separate
trying to
people.
date Tila?
No. This was the first one was Taylor. She's like a bachelorette. I think hers was she's also bisexual. She had both. And then Double Shot at Love was two twins, and you could go for, people were going for each twin.
Okay, and what? Like Taylor's just like hosting at that point?
No, it was just like a spin-off.
Oh, just like name only.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
This thing's named after Tila Tequila. Is she in it? Nah.
Yeah. I guess the double shot was like, this'll do. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, in my vague recollection, I thought Tila was somehow involved, but maybe I just saw the first.
Executive producer.
Yeah, she paid.
If I had to guess. She's like, guys, what if they're twins?
Yeah.
Tila, we're listening. What if they're bisexual? Fuck, she's done it again. Someone get a round of tequila shots to celebrate.
Or it's like one of those films where it's twins, but she plays both of them.
That would actually be a double shot at love, and it's like the Winklevoss twins.
I was thinking about the Weasleys.
The Weasleys. Oh, well, they're both fictional.
Did one guy play both of them? Both the Weasleys?
I thought so.
Is that right?
No, they were
No?
actual twins.
Oh, were they? Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Fuck.
But the Winklevoss is Army.
Army Hammer.
Yeah, because I always
The
think it's
weird
Arnie,
cannibal
but it's
guy.
Army because he wants to eat arms. That's like my demonic.
Was that debunked, or was it like the cannibal thing?
Look, that's again kind of outside my remit.
I don't believe it was ever proved he'd done anything, but I think it was just like he had a fetish about stuff and he sent
I think.
problematic emails.
Yeah, he was a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah.
The idea of like problematic emails is just like if anyone got inside half the comedian group chats I've been a part of, like Jesus Christ,
Which is what you want to offer to our patrons, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, give access. Cancel any comedian you like.
Just like
at the upper tier.
That's like the panic when like one of your mates' girlfriends gets into like the Bucks party group chat, and you're like, hold on, we've got a breach. Security breach.
Lock it down.
And then you see like 15 people immediately leave the group, like, get out.
I just like the idea. It's just like everyone just starts posting photos of like unicorns. Just like bury the messages.
Pictures of your spouse now.
Quick,
Isn't she beautiful?
quick. Say
Can't
you
react,
love her.
can't react.
Oh, strippers are gross. I agree, Darren. That is fun. Wait, so I had a thing.
Yeah.
This hat that you guys gifted me,
Yes.
my Cut Lunch Deli Hat. I was hanging out down at Coogee Beach. We met up with Mary's sister and one of her friends. We were standing there while they were trying to find a table at a cafe, and the friend goes up to me and she goes, "Hey, do you work at Cut Lunch Deli?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You're wearing the hat." And I'm like, "No." She's like, "I know you're a comedian, but I just thought maybe they've got good sandwiches, right?"
Maybe
like-
company's not going really well.
Yeah. What level of success do I need where people assume I'm not working in a cafe as a 35-year-old man?
They got really good sandwiches. Is that you? Is that you doing that?
But if I work there, why am I wearing the hat?
Because you're proud.
Maybe you're just really passionate about sandwiches.
You guys have really not gotten behind me on this one. You're like, what a reasonable question.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be insulted at all.
You don't wear your Dan Muggleton shirt around? You work for him?
He works for me.
You were wearing the Newcastle Newey fried chicken shirt the other day. You don't work there,
I don't work there. That's true.
but you could.
I could work there.
Well,
maybe. I haven't had a hospo job in a few years. Maybe it's a bit tough in the industry right now.
So are you saying if anyone needs help in their hospo job, just to reach out to Flog Cabin, you can do a shift, you jump in?
This is the exact way Mary took this. I was like, what a fucking ridiculous question. And Mary's like, man, just tell your boss at the cafe you're not coming in tomorrow. Let's have a nice morning together.
When I bring back Brooklyn Crispy, my pizza store, I'm going to wear that hat all the time as well.
Are you bringing it back?
When I have multiple millions of dollars and I can burn a bunch of it on a vanity project.
But Hamo, with normal money, you don't need to clean it. It's already clean, brother.
Yeah, but then he can give you a job. He can help you out.
Yeah, I'll
Give you good shifts.
He'll give you a free hat as well.
Muggleton, how many times have I told you? 23 slices of pep. I don't know if they stand for this at the Cut Lunch Deli. It's not going to cut lunch here, mate.
For any audio listeners, I have removed the hat.
That we gave you on your
upset.
first day at Cut Lunch Deli.
I'm just like, come on, just come with me on this for a little bit. Like, obviously, comedy is ridiculous and we deserve to be disrespected. But if someone previously knew I was a lawyer and I was wearing a Cut Lunch Deli hat, I don't think their question would be, do you work there?
Yeah.
They'd be like, have you been there?
No, you're right. This reflects terribly on you. We agree. It's not a good look. I've been wearing this Frank's Deli t-shirt all week. No one's asked me to make them a sandwich.
He's just getting wrecked over here.
Love this. They're few and far between, but you got to lean in when it happens.
By the way, I haven't eaten yet today. Can you make me a sandwich?
Look, man, I'm not on today.
I hate to make you bring your work home with you. But
Tell them you know Daniel. He'll sort you out. Half price for Cut Lunch custom.
I would say though, because you sport hospitality merch quite a bit. You've got you got the Bachelors shirt as well.
Got a couple of Bachelors shirts.
I'm wearing my Frank's Deli t-shirt. I would say if anyone, because we have reels that go pretty well on Instagram from time to time, if anyone would like to give us free t-shirts, we've talked about, I don't know, Dan and I have talked about, sometimes I get a little bit self-conscious that I don't have that many t-shirts, and the podcast makes that very clear. If anyone wants to give us free t-shirts to wear on the podcast, I'll wear them.
We will wear them, and then when we get bigger, we will ask you for money. But
Yeah.
now,
We'll just ask you for clothing. That's kind of where we're at. Why do you think I've got 2 jobs currently? It's so funny how you guys went the exact same way that Mary did.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool. Let's give Dan a kicking.
Yeah.
That's the only way to
yeah,
play
dude,
this.
what do you want from us?
But like, I just don't understand. I'm buying a fucking shirt to support a place. And it's like, you must work there.
Yeah.
Who's doing that? If you're working at Macca's, you're not wearing the fucking apron around.
Look, the world's changed. You know, we understand that people come being disillusioned with the 9 to 5, with corporate jobs. People are suddenly becoming Uber drivers when they were a doctor. Maybe they're working in a sandwich shop when they're a comedian. Maybe it's just like something just to be around people, get material. Who knows? Why are we judging?
But you guys have met me, right?
Yeah, we have, and we regret that.
The tone has changed. Just one of those days where you're like, I'm in the hole.
The hierarchy has been reset. Dan's like, you're not going to believe it. We lost the podcast. I don't know what happened. In better news, I have a new hat.
I'm in the cafe tomorrow being like, man, they're really mean to me on the podcast. Like, shut up, Dan. You're not even a manager here. Even though I'm 21. Should we do a pilot ad? I guess so.
Sure.
Just another place I fucking work for, I guess, because I wear a pilot hat every now and again.
This podcast is brought to you by Pilot's ED Medication. Every week we write a pilot ad for one another. Today I've written one for Tom.
Yes, sight unseen. Tom's reading this.
Oh, it's a long one. All right. G'day, floggers. Normally, I spend time on this podcast talking about how soft and small and weird locking my cock is.
I think you got to re-go that. That weird locking, no good. Give it another
that's
run.
no good. G'day, floggers. Normally, I spend time on this podcast talking about how soft and small and weird looking my cock is. And boy, is that funny. And incredibly accurate. We have just seen the figures, and it turns out hundreds of floggers have been using the promo code FLOGGERS20 for $20 off their first order of Pilot's life-changing ED medication. That's great for us and Flog Cabin sponsorship opportunities, but wow, who knew so many limp dick losers were listening to this pod? I mean, we had an inkling from every time one of us has asked our comedy show audiences if anyone listens to Flog Cabin. And most of you flaccid-dicked dead shits like the courage or conviction to give us even a little woo. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I hope your dick is back to getting hard again and you're back to plowing people to the best of your abilities. I'd say the promo code again, but already know it, don't you, fuckhead? I'll try a different delivery. I'd say the promo code again, but you already know it, don't you fuckhead?
There we go.
Go to pilot.com.au and continue buying this stuff. And when we ask at live shows if anyone's a Flog Cabin fan, I better hear some goddamn noise. Pilot, hard made easy. But you already knew that.
One of the more aggressive ads.
Really aggressive.
I'm glad that you wrote it for Tom, current pilot employee. This is just getting raised in his annual review. Like, what was this?
We have this on camera.
Tom, why are you threatening everyone?
I know you don't listen to the podcast. Maybe give episode 56 a run.
Can we not call our customers limp dick losers?
Do you see Dan Muggleton talking shit about the Cut Lunch Deli?
Let me tell you, when I asked if there's any floggers in there, still nothing. I really enjoyed that.
That was very funny.
The idea that at the show, just like they can't even get a fucking hand up.
Yeah.
No wonder they can't get their dicks up.
Andrew is reveling in the success of that ad with a nice loud snack. That's good. Please open all your muesli bars right into the microphone in future, Hamo. That's ideal.
It's a protein bar.
I think,
Protein bar.
yeah, most people take the wrappers off the protein bar, but Hamo likes to make more noise.
Yeah.
So he eats it with the wrapper on.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
This is now
I'm
an
sorry.
ASMR podcast.
I mean, look, I used to get more annoyed at this, but now they've got a lovely producer. Thank you, Josh Liston. Good man. I don't care.
Yeah. Is
I
he
don't
doing
care.
well? He's taking out the mouth noises.
He's doing really well. We love it. Floggers, if you've noticed the episodes sound better, I had nothing to do with it. But Josh Liston, good man. Thanks for getting in the cabin. The cabin grows.
Yeah.
Even in terms of a workforce. It's almost as big as the cafe.
I did
Deli.
Friendly Geordie's podcast.
What's the difference in a deli and a cafe? Sorry, we'll jump back.
That's right.
But what's the difference in a deli and a cafe?
The presence of meats, I would presume. That's probably where I
you
go.
can get cold cuts.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like, that's it. Like, the deli offers take home something, whereas the cafe is like, this is consumed here.
Does a deli always sell coffee? Does a deli?
No.
I don't think a deli
Absolutely not.
needs coffee, but I think a cafe does.
Yes.
I don't think a cafe needs cured meats, but it can have it.
What is a woman? Anyway.
we try to sell the Daily Wire in a 90-minute documentary called What is a Deli?
J.K. Rowling comes out with some strong views that everyone finds pretty fucking surprising.
There's no such thing as a vegan sausage. It's either a sausage from birth or it's not a sausage at all.
But shouldn't we ask the sausage what it thinks? No! Sausages are a biological fact. But yeah, I think cafe needs to have coffee, deli needs to have cold cuts.
Cold cuts or sandwiches? No, probably not. Probably cold cuts.
I think the deli needs to have some capacity to, like, you could buy like olives or cold cuts or like just something and take it away. Like, not in a, I'm going to eat this soon. Like, I'm going to eat this at some point. Like, they've got preserved, not quite preserves. What are we looking for? Like the jars. They got jars.
Yeah, they got
of
jars.
stuff with oil.
A delicatessen. Deli short for delicatessen. A shop
Whoa,
selling
it's short for what?
a shop selling meats, cheeses, and unusual or foreign prepared foods.
I prefer unusual foods.
Yeah.
What's this fucking weird sausage?
Oh, it's from the French delicatesse, which means delicateness. Hammer, anytime? You want to convert on those mouth noises? Or?
No,
It's like
I've never seen anyone that works at a deli that I'm like, well, he looks delicate. You know?
just like they're just taking the meat over to the slicer, be like, gentle, just like a baby. Yeah, doing really thin slices, really thin.
Oh,
Oop. Why am I buzzing? Where is it? Is it me?
Is your laptop? Does the laptop do it?
No. Oh, it's my fucking. I think it's my mum's phone.
No.
that's a classic mum move.
Answer it. Put them on the pod.
Classic mum move.
Talk to your mum's friend.
My parents constantly forget their phones.
Dude, the loud, the parental desire to have their phone on something but silent or vibrate is bizarre to me.
You constantly on silent and vibrate?
Always.
Yeah.
I don't think I have it. I don't think I've ever heard my ringtone except out of a laptop.
Remember the Nokia days of like everyone had a different ringtone? You can make your own. You ever do that?
I remember I made Clocks by Coldplay.
Yep, classic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
Okay.
What's wrong with Clocks by Coldplay?
Coldplay sucks.
Coldplay sucks.
I'm coming back around on that. It was very cool to hate Coldplay for like a decade. Now I'm like, no, they're pretty good.
I think the
First album.
first half of Coldplay's career, very good. Last half of Coldplay's career, very bad.
I remember, I think I had...
Viva La Vida, where does that sit?
Viva La Vida is Viva La Vida is all right. I think that's the turning point. It's Milo Zoloto or whatever. As soon as they started doing stuff with David Guetta, I'm out.
They started doing stuff with David Guetta.
Yeah.
Is that like Silverchair
Or
with
Avicii,
Paul
one of them.
Mac, where it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, they did do something with Avicii. I've seen a video about it.
R.I.P.
But
Pour some out. Avicii.
I wank to him.
That's what he wanted.
Wank to levels. Edge to levels.
Just like those Darude Sandstorm. 300.
Oh fuck! I thought that was the drop. That was embarrassing. I came way too early.
Edge to levels. Just go to Tomorrowland with that on the sign. Edge to levels, dude. We're fucking on. Oh, I mean, yeah, I think if you took a pilot and a pinger, who'd win? Because like pinger, no chicks, that's for sure. And, famously, like you to take a pinger, dick tiny pill dick, and then but does the pilot balance it out?
These are the scientific questions that people want answers to. I think we should.
I feel like we're unqualified though. I feel like, you know who'd know the answer to that? A homosexual man.
Yeah,
that'd be right on it.
True.
Hammer?
Got him.
I have had sex.
Can't wait to run that at the cafe tomorrow.
I have had sex on pingers, and
Have?
I have.
So we know she's attractive.
Yeah. So it is possible, but yeah, I think the other way for us to figure this out properly is to do it live on the pod.
Live on the pod.
Pinger and a butter pill.
I do like, I know this is like a weird thing, but you like joked about us like having a meeting and taking all our clothes off because I called the idea of having a meeting gay.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to do the podcast naked at some point.
I don't
Naked
like
pod.
that.
I just think we will. We don't want to,
No.
but it'll become a thing.
You know the Chili Peppers socks on the dicks thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some people, it's that thing. Some people love getting naked.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. Like if they get too fucked up, they're gonna get naked, and I don't get it.
Yeah, look, I've never been one of them. I never had one around in my friendship circle.
Oh yeah.
I think basically if you're like one of those people, you find other those people. You pay $500 for Burning Man tickets.
I got a mate, Sonny, who is now living in Mullumbimby because, of course, and he was that guy. And I remember at a Bucks party, like kick-ons at a Bucks party, being back at my share house, and we're in the back, and it's just like 9 dudes, and Sonny totally naked, sitting on a chair, and I'm like, this is fucking weird. And somehow I became the one who was being weird about it. Whenever I was like, what's wrong? What? Leave him alone.
No.
He likes it.
Yeah, it's fine. What's your problem? I was like, no. He's the weird one. He was playing my guitar. His balls were resting up against the back of my grandmother's guitar.
Grandfather's guitar.
Grandmother's guitar.
Grandmother's guitar.
Yeah.
Dude, is your grandmother cool?
No.
No, she's had a guitar.
She's dead.
Ah.
She's cold.
And colder now. But always pretty cold.
No, I don't know why she like played guitar when she was young, and she just kind of always held on to the guitar. And I think it was like maybe going to relearn or something, and then I got it.
And what, your naked mate was playing with it?
Yeah. Just resting his balls against the back of my dead grandmother's guitar.
Yeah.
That's not cool if you're naked and,
Touching stuff.
Well, I mean, we don't know what she was trying to achieve in her life. We don't know what was important to her.
just like put a towel down or something.
I was at a
Edge to my
party.
grandma's guitar.
I was at a party on the Northern Beaches one time with an English mate, and I left him unsupervised for a bit too long.
I feel like all your mates seem to require supervision.
Yeah.
Every story of yours is like, I was there with a friend and then he was like wilder than me.
Yeah.
And I had someone come up to me and go like, "Excuse me, is that your mate over there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "He's playing my brother's bongo drums with his cock." And he was just whacking bongo drums, going boom boom. And he was getting, to his credit, he was getting a good sound out of it.
Did this person want you to solve the problem, or just wanted you to know?
I think he wanted me to stop him from continually whacking his giant knob on the bongo drums.
Oh, was it a big dong? Was he packing some heat?
Yeah, he's got a big dog.
Okay.
Yeah, famously. And
I mean, famously because he's generating that press. Much like Katy Perry's comeback tour, I don't think the media just happened to be there. I think he was like, how will people know at this party that I've never been to in this area that I've got a huge cock? What if I start playing the drums
that
with
was
it?
his call of the wild, yeah. Just boom, 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 boom. What's
the mating call, like the peacock spreading the tails?
They're like, what? He's got his hands in the air. How's he playing
There's,
this?
I feel like a big thing, like, is this a British thing? The party trick of guy with huge dick touches the bottom of a pint glass? Have you heard that before?
I have not heard that.
Well, that's
I
a
feel
thing.
like that's something I would have heard.
Yeah.
I
feel like-
associate in the right circles to have heard of that, and
Yeah.
I haven't. They do love they love a mangina.
Oh, yeah, mangina.
Who
I get
doesn't?
That's a
that?
classic party move.
Yeah, but I feel like playing the instrument with a cock it's so much.
It is so much.
Like it's an instrument. You tend to play that with your hands, and now it's just got cock on it.
I think it's funny for everyone except the person whose instrument it is.
That's
generally. True.
So basically, everyone was laughing, but Tom's grandma.
I don't think even anyone found it very funny. I think if he had played the guitar with the penis, that would have been funny. But he just kind of had it just resting against it.
Yeah, I've gotten nude at parties before, but not at a party where it was just only the boys.
Oh yeah,
you know?
No.
But like, what was the occasion?
Yeah, I think that actually makes it a little bit worse.
House parties when I was like 15, 16.
15, 16?
Maybe 17, yeah.
Like high school nudity, house party.
High school nudity.
That's heaps.
Like just kind of like streaking kind of stuff.
Streaking. Well, streaking's a bit different. I feel like as a younger man, you streak. Like you take your clothes off and you move quick. And as an older man, you take your clothes off and you sit down.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are we talking about?
Different vibe. Yeah.
You guys ever felt the pull to streak a professional football game? Professional sporting game? Is that something that interests you?
I did it at Sydney Uni at a sporting event once, but I got chased by security and had to hide behind a car. But I've never done it.
Just you naked, like, he went that
way. And I was pretty pissed. So it took me a while to find where I'd hidden my clothes. But no, I've never done it at a major sporting event.
Was this daytime?
It was dusk.
Dusk.
That's a good time.
That's a good streaking time.
Yeah.
But would I do it?
A nice light for a streak, I feel.
Yeah.
Because the harsh daylight, you could get a little bit of sunburn. You could just look a bit bad. Nighttime, very creepy.
Yeah.
But dusk, you and the sharks just coming out.
Great silhouette.
Yeah.
I think if I was to streak now, I
Watch
would
the sunset over Hamo's cock.
The conditions where I would streak now would be if I'd need to get into peak physical condition. Right, so I need to train for a bit because I want to look like I've got a sick rig. Then I probably have to pop a pilot and then leave it like flaccid hard, just put your dong on display, like the best.
Yeah, I know flaccid hard.
The best.
Yeah.
Still pointing down.
Pointing down, but like the best it can look without being erect.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I would want out of a dream.
Dream streak scenario.
Dream streak.
And then I would be having to do it to promote something to cover the is it like 10 grand fine? That's like something.
I think it varies from venue to venue, but yeah, something like that.
Do you get a lifetime ban?
I think you do at some places, yeah.
Okay. Because that's a huge cost. Like,
yeah, but like, how do they enforce that? Because
well, they get your name, and then you just can't buy a ticket under that name. And then do you reckon there's like, you know how you work in a bar, and there's like all the people with lifetime bans, like in the manager's office, just 12 random photos.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, if they come in, don't let them in. I'm like, you fucking serious? I see this thing for like 7 seconds a shift.
yeah.
How am I possibly going to remember?
Yeah, I think I reckon there'd be some version of kind of like facial recognition technology or something, like if not now, soon, where they can tell if you're coming in. But
Big Brother's watching, eh?
I reckon. But Dan, you might be going to the AFL Grand Final. Could we get you to streak for the Floggers?
No.
The Flog cabin streak.
Dude, getting banned from the MCG
You
for
live in
life?
Sydney. Who cares?
Dude,
It's gotta
MCG
be
is one of the great stadiums of the world.
Sure.
Come on.
It's got to be a venue that you don't want to go to again.
Okay.
Yeah, like, if we're talking...
Parramatta, Combank?
The Wacker?
The Wacker?
No, any oval. I want to be able to get into any oval for cricket purposes, but like
Okay.
maybe something like, I mean, you know what I'd fucking lose? Like the one at Homebush. What's it called now? Acer?
Oh, yeah.
No.
All phones? No.
The main Olympic Stadium one.
What is it called now? It's the hotel group, Accor.
Accor.
That fucking place sucks.
It sucks. It's such a shit stadium.
It's a shit. Like the whole venue, I hate going out to Homebush. It's got to be something really good has to be happening at Homebush for me to go out there.
The Swans used to play like all their finals there. Like it used to be like SCG for every home season, like home and away season game, and then the finals were at Accor so you could get more people in.
Yeah.
And it was just dog shit. They never sold it out. The surface itself was garbage. Everyone hated going to Homebush, and we just lost all our home ground advantage. And they finally were just like, fuck this. The SCG for this, the one against Port sold out in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Homebush, you get when it's a big, huge sporting event that's worth you going there to. It feels like it's a big precinct. It's fun before, but then as soon as it's over, like it's hell. Just getting out of there, you feel like depressed. I feel dirty. I
I feel like
I regret being so far away from home now.
Australian stadiums in general like aren't that good. Like I remember when I saw Seinfeld in New York, it was in a theater and it was like in 2000, the Beacon. I forget, it's like 2000, 3000. Like everyone is out of that place when the show ends in like 2 minutes because there's so many doors and they all open and they just go. Whereas like Australia's like, we have one exit and you will walk there slowly.
Yeah.
And like everyone on the exit's like checking if anyone's taking anything out of the stadium. Like, you know, it's just super inefficient. And it's like, we've got one train station and the trains come every now and again. Whereas in New York, you go to the Yankees, it's like there is a train there every fucking minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just go, 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 get them out. We're bad at it. We are bad at moving people.
Yeah. No, it sucks. It's bad. I saw Seth Meyers and John Oliver at the Beacon when I was in New York for my honeymoon. And sitting in the seats and in like the balcony, and there was a Seki kind of just by the fire exit, one of those exits that opens up when it ends. And he was just watching videos on his phone with the sound on. Like, during the show.
The sound up?
The sound, like not up, but like he could hear the sound. He was just like just looking down. You know, like you got like your phone resting against your thigh, so it looks like you're not looking at it, like you're driving or whatever. And he was just watching videos.
How crazy did that drive you? Were you just
Insane.
Were you just looking at that like every few minutes, just like, come with this fucking guy. I paid to see this fucking guy.
Massively. He didn't do it the whole time. He did it intermittently, but that was worse because it's like there was never an opportunity to like stand up and be like, hey, because it's also that weird thing of like I wanted to intervene, but it's like, hey, are you doing this right now? Like it seems like such a weird thing to bring up. It's like, hey, can you not? I can't believe I'm asking you not to do this while you're working.
But he's also the security guy. So,
Yeah.
like, if he doesn't like you, he can just drag you out.
Yeah, he could.
It's high risk to go up to Secco and be like,
high risk,
boy, what are you doing?
High
Hey,
risk,
just-
low reward.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think because I noticed when he was watching, like a lot of people in our section would just kind of turn over and just like stare at him. It's like, I think everyone was of the opinion of like, this is happening, right? Like I'm not making this up.
I mean, I think that goes to show just how much people now don't respect live entertainment.
Yeah.
That's like new level, right? It's like you are in one of the biggest theaters in the world, like watching two of these performers. Like he's probably on his phone fucking watching Last Week Tonight. Connie's right there. Just look up. You'll see him live. It's crazy.
Do you reckon?
It's funnier on TikTok. He's funnier.
I just don't want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I want a bit of this and a bit of something else.
I just wish there were some GIFs up there right now to really emphasize the punchlines.
Look, he mentioned a building by name, but it didn't flash on screen real quick so I could picture it.
What's the deal with all the pauses? Is he breathing?
All right, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it.
But quickly, just shout out to... I made the joke at some point that we're like the only comedy podcast in Australia now, but Dum Dum Club is gone.
We're taking
Rest
it down
in peace.
one by one.
Hamo keeps appearing on shows and then they disappear.
And then they die shortly after.
You killed Hughesy Ed and Aaron?
I was on there like a day before it got canned, and I was the fourth last guest on the Little Dum Dum Club.
He's going on the Dum Dum Club, and then he's saying to the guy, he's like, did you hear what Carl Chandler's been saying about you? I couldn't believe he was saying this shit. Seriously.
That's why I've been spreading
Hey,
false
Carl, I just
rumors.
got this weird message from Tommy.
So strange.
Yep. That's why I messaged Alex White and told him that Drew Bensley doesn't think he's that tall. Just spread some hate around the community notice board, boys.
We're taking them all down.
Yeah.
Except for our friends at Woe Free Lunch. They're fine.
Yeah. They hate us.
Oh, do they?
There's a joke on their podcast about hating Flog Cabin.
Oh, well, I mean, the fact that we haven't heard that means we're winning. No need to unfollow them, Tom. You'll be right. But yeah, RIP Little Dum Dum Club. I guess it's just us and the phone hacks.
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
And then there's all the other podcasts.
There's Feed 'em Bra.
Feed 'em, bruh.
Feed 'em, bruh,
Your
something?
mates at Two Flogs.
Two
Two
Flogs.
Flogs?
But we can't really get into that because it's the end of the app.
Yep.
Unfortunate. Oh, well, Two Flogs, maybe another time.
We should
coming
talk
soon.
about that at some stage, but definitely not right now.
Not today.
Yeah.
I've got a lot to say about that, actually, but I know there will be a time very shortly when that will be appropriate.
Yeah, but not today. Because it's the end. Floggers, thank you for joining us for another week in the goddamn cabin. I got tours starting October 4th. First weekend is Melbourne, Ballarat, Warrnambool. For the love of God, if you know anyone in Ballarat and Warrnambool, send them along.
Check him out.
Anything from you boys?
My YouTube special, not the one I put up most recently, but the one before, is rapidly approaching 100,000 views, which I would love to crack.
What are you on?
I'm on 97,000.
Oh,
We
bring him
love
home.
that.
What's it called?
It's called Ignorant. It's on YouTube. Check it out. I would love to get that over 100K.
Bring him home, floggers.
All right, we'll fuck off the new special into the script and add the old special to get you to that 100K. Triple dig
Triple dig.
for a triple flog. All right, stay flogged up.
Check it out.
Bye.